What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to yet another Randonautica. I'm your host, Dan, and we have an absolutely gorgeous day out today that I did not want to waste by sitting at home, so here we are. I got some great intents lined up, and I'm ready to get into it and see what we find today. All right, good to see everybody again. Hope you all are well. Hope that you had a fabulous weekend and are ready to start this next week on a high note, because I certainly am. And there's a gnat or some sort of small fly or something flying around outside my car. Usually that would make me irate, but today that makes me happy because it's a sign of spring. Because I know, a few short months I'm going to be complaining about being harassed by insects. That'll be good. But, yeah, so happy to see bugs right now. Won't be in a few months. Anyways, moving on. Guys, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Share this video with a friend, family member, or on your social media if you really enjoy it. And leave me a comment saying a 60-degree Randonautica if you're ready for today's video. That's because it is about 62 outside today. Beautiful. Absolutely the most gorgeous day that we've had since probably September or so. So, yeah, it feels great. I think I'm going to have to wear a hoodie, but beyond that, yeah, it's, yeah, it's great. All right, I'm going to pull up my last Randonautica video, because I told you guys on the last Randonautica that I would be using intents that you left from that video on today's video. So we're going to do that. And I will be doing a Q&A section at the end of today's video as well. So let me find that video and see what you guys said. If it'll load for me, I'm like out in the middle of nowhere, so getting oh, there we go. Yeah, getting service is difficult. Come on. Come on. It certainly can load an ad for me in no time at all. Trying to load comments, impossible. Alrighty. Let's see, who do we got? Top comments. All right, let's do this first one from Anita. Anita Burkett, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Anita's intent is chess pieces to win. Why not? Let's try it. Get Randonautica open, get my free owl tokens. Maybe let's give that one a shot. Maybe that'll... Because if you guys don't know, I've been finding a lot of chess pieces. Like, I think I'm finding a whole set of chess pieces. It's gotta be. So, yeah, I will not be surprised if we find one today. All right, chess pieces to win. Chess pieces to win. Chess pieces to win. Chess pieces to win. All right, we got one. Oh boy, I know where this is at. And it's not too far. I know exactly where this is at. All right. Dude, I don't like this. Okay, let's head on over. You'll see when we get there. You'll definitely see when we get there. Oh, man. if you've been with the channel for a while, you know exactly where we're at. Back at the Field of Bones. I knew it was a mistake doing Randonautica out in this area today. I knew it was, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. And yeah, this brings back not so good memories, because last time I was here, so it was only a few nights ago, I pulled up right here and I found a letter filled with some odd substance and a threat from the stalker, or actually from the cult. So thankfully it's not there, but I mean, I had to call the cops. It was a big deal. Thankfully it ended up being nothing. It was just like a scare tactic. But yeah. So yeah, but it dropped the pin right back there in the field, so we got to go and check it out. We don't have to. I could just drive away. Dude, that's weird. I do not like that, though. Look at this. It's like, try to get around this without getting like 1,000 burrs, because this is stupid burrs. Dude, I don't like this. Look at it. Oh, it's a Walmart. It's a Walmart vest. Yeah, looks like there's a big stain on the back of it. I don't want to see what that stain is. If there's yeah, in an isolated area like this, you find some clothing on the ground with a big stain on the back of it. It's probably nothing good, nothing you want to see. So I'm not going to mess with that too much. And then there's like, look at this, there's literally fresh alcohol bottles all over. Like 99 bananas, 99 apples. Yeah, there's like fresh alcohol bottles all over this place. Oh yeah. There's a towel next to the Walmart vest, and I can see some stains on that as well. We will not investigate that any further. So we're gonna head out here into the Field of Bones. More alcohol containers. And if you want to know why it's called the Field of Bones, if you don't like seeing dead animals, look away right now. I'll tell you when it's done. But there's not much left of this one. But as you can see, it was like a dead raccoon, I think. I remember seeing that when it was fresh. Randonautica put a point out here, and I almost stepped on it. So that's kind of like shows you what we kind of expect out here. Because like the first time I came out here, it was like this field was literally covered with bones. Like there was an animal bone every I'm not exaggerating, like every 2 feet. The video's up. I got it all on video. The video is still up. So that's why we call it the Field of Bones. And whenever I come out here, it's always something like very sinister, very, it's never good. Which I'm not surprised, because this whole land is rumored to be haunted anyways. I don't see anymore. There used to be like a skull down there in this ditch. I don't see it. That might be a vertebrae. Lots of nasty thorn bushes out here too, so you really gotta watch out. Man, it's nice out though. As long as you're in the sun, it's like perfect. When you get in the shadow a little bit, like it's like kind of iffy, but being in the sun, it's just like absolutely gorgeous. Bunch of birds. Hear a bunch of birds over there getting all worked up about something. So our point's like right up here. Looks like a lot of people have been out here because this path is once again pretty well worn. You can see also, it might be a game trail as well, because like you can see here, this is definitely from deer. You can see where deer lie down here at night. But yeah, our point's coming up really quick. I think I hear a train coming too. Yeah, our point's like right here, like where this cross section is. Let me check. I think we're at the point. No, it's not a train, it's just a truck with very, very big tires. I can't see it, but I can hear them whining. Big 35's whining on the asphalt. Something, something, kicking up some red dirt. Or however that Alan Jackson song goes. Yeah, we're at the point. We are at the point. Yeah, there goes the truck. All right, let's look around. It's so nice right now, not being hassled by bugs, because like I said, in a few short months, it's going to be like mosquito, fly, and tick central again. Small price to pay, you know. It's either cold out or there's bugs. So, you know, you can't win with everything. So it's all right. We're going to have a good summer. I know that for sure. This is going to be a great summer for the channel. I have so many cool spots lined up to camp at and for Randonautica. So, oh man, yeah, I don't see anything at all. Like, and I don't, oh man, what is there to search? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what is there to search for either? Like, it's like, what do? Like, look behind every single blade of grass and hope I find something? Nah. I don't have time for that. And let's be real, nobody would watch that video. Well, I'm sure somebody would, even if I did. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at the trail and take a look at the trail. Maybe I missed something that's like right in the middle of the trail. So let's look as I walk back, because that's happened before. That's happened before. Like, I've, you know, been walking and I've literally walked right over something. So yeah, so the plan for summer is I'm going to travel as much as I possibly can. It's probably not going to be with any extreme distance. So, because I know I get comments all the time like, Dan, you should come out to, like, I don't know, California and camp at this place. Or, oh, you should come out to New Mexico and do Randonautica here. It's like, you know, guys, I would love to. I would absolutely, there's nothing more that I would like than to jump in my car and, like, head across the country. But unfortunately, it's not the case. So I'm going to be traveling a lot this summer, but it's probably going to be a closer proximity. I'm just going to try and go, like, branch out to more places in, like, Wisconsin, Iowa, Indiana, you know, everywhere that's kind of like close to home. Central and southern Illinois. But yeah, I want to get out to more places. That's what I'm going to do this summer. And with any luck, I'm definitely going to be getting another motorhome. I used to have a motorhome a couple years back. Sold it because it was all right. Like, it had potential. I just didn't have the time for it. And then I bought a camper, which I didn't inspect close enough when I bought it, and that was a giant POS. Sold that. Now I just want to get another motorhome, but actually get something a little bit newer, a little bit nicer, you know, something that I don't have to worry about. So if everything goes good, that's going to be my purchase for the summer, is a nice motorhome. Well, a smaller one, like a Class C. The one that are based off the the truck chassis. And then, yeah, take that all over, you know, do camping, do Randonautica, everything like that. Which, as far as I know, like, I'm like one of the last channels doing Randonautica, aren't I? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I remember when Max and I started it, and it was like popular, it was like the thing to do. And now it's like been whittled down just to a few of us. Unfortunate, but that's the way all genres eventually go on YouTube. Eventually, camping will meet the same fate, and then it'll be something else. It'll be something else to move on to. Yeah, I don't see anything at all. Like I said, I'll keep my eye on the trail. Maybe I tripped over something. Oh, excuse me. Look at this. They're like some of the nastiest looking thorn bushes I've ever seen in my life. Imagine falling into that. That would suck. It would be cool to like drop kick a stalker into it, like. That would make me happy. Yeah, I don't see anything looking up. Don't see anything looking down. Looking side to side. Nothing. Oh, I spoke just a moment too soon. What do we have here? If you guys can see it on the camera, there is a chess piece right there. How did I miss that? Yeah, how did I miss that one? I swear I like looked down when I walked up these rocks. Yeah, because I was filming. Yeah, I remember having my camera pointed at the ground. I must have just looked right past that. Ugh. Another chess piece. Great intent, Anita. Got right on the money. Yep. What's this one? A pawn, right? I think. One of like the smaller ones. Cool. Yeah, right on the money. Good call with that one. So, yeah, I almost, yeah, like I said, almost walked right by it. Unless it wasn't there when I got here. And somebody came and set it here while I was back on the trail. I'm going to have to review the footage when I get home. I'm not going to be able to see on the camera. I wonder if that's the case, though. Yeah, I'll have to check when I get home. I didn't even think about that till right now. What if somebody came while I was out here doing, whatever, set that there? It could happen. Oh, and there's that random piece, dude. Here, it's still here. Just a random piece of garlic. It's been out here for like months. I don't know why. All right, let's set another intent. Okay, so one intent down. I don't know how many to go. Probably do 3 today. 3 intents. So we found a chess piece that may or may not have been put there by a stalker while I was out of the car. Yeah, I don't know. That's creepy, though. Either way, doesn't matter. Either way is creepy. All right, let me scroll through the list. So thank you for that intent, Anita. Appreciate it. Let's see what else we got. And guys, if you want to leave intents, make sure to go down there, leave them in the contents. Leave them in the comments, and I go by whoever's intents are who have the most likes on them. And if there's not a lot of intents that people have left, then I just kind of, you know, just, or not a lot that are liked, like thumbs up, then I just kind of pick whatever. All right, let's do this one from, I'm sorry if I mess up your name. Shanta Brockway or Shanta Brockway. I think it's Shanta Brockway. Sorry, like I said. For intent, Down the Rabbit Hole. I've done that one a few times over the years, but I always like it when somebody suggests it. So let's give that one a shot. All right, Down the Rabbit Hole. Down the Rabbit Hole. Down the Rabbit Hole. Down the Rabbit Hole. All right. Interesting spot. Well, let's head on out and see what Down the Rabbit Hole brings us. Still nice out. Still nice enough to let's roll with the t-shirt. See how long that lasts. This might be the last one. There's a bush with a beer can shoved in the middle of it like they were trying to hide it. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, but I think this might be the last one I can run without a hoodie. But still, wearing a t-shirt only outside for the first time in months, 3 months. Good feeling. Real good feeling. Can't wait to get out the shorts. Oh man, my back hurts. Dude, I went on this snowmobile trip like last weekend, was it? Yeah, it was only last weekend. Yeah, it feels like 2 weeks has gone by since then. No, it was only last weekend. Went on the snowmobile trip and racked my back a few times on the trail. Hit some spine crushers, and have not fully recovered yet. Still feeling it because I'm an old man. Oh, ow. Just gotta get back in the gym, get in better shape. So doing that stuff isn't so rough. Ugh. All right, so our point's out this way. Man. Yeah, let's go check it out. Yeah, I can see why people don't like solar farms. You see there's a massive solar farm out here. And as I'm going through the country, especially when we get down further southern Illinois, which I'm not in southern Illinois right now, but more in west. But you see like a whole bunch of signs everywhere opposing these solar farms. And I always wondered why. I'm like, well, you know, why do people care about these solar farms so much? And it's just, I understand it. The more I go to these places, the more I see these things pop up, I understand it. Like, yeah, sure, it's good, clean energy, whatever. That's, you know, I'm not really on one side of the debate or the other about that. But they are an eyesore, and they take up a lot of land. So I get why they're upset. 'Cause yeah, dude, it seems like every time I go to like a new place, well, not every time, but a good share of the time, like I go to a new place out in the country, and like every few months, like it seems like a new solar farm pops up where I'm at. And it was like, oh, you know, I remember this just being like an open field. Now there's a solar farm there. So, yeah. I think they like it because it just, you know, takes up what could be very usable farmland. Which is a fair argument. So, they are kind of an eyesore, though. These trees getting buds on them yet? Not yet. Oh, maybe. Maybe, are they? Actually, they might be. We might be getting some little buds on these trees. No way. Yeah, I think so. Huh. I noticed that the other day. I forget where we were. Seth and I were out somewhere. And yeah, we went by a bunch of trees and they're all like, they all getting like these brownish green buds on the end. They're like, it's here. Fire up the motorcycles because spring is here. Which I was going to take the bike out today. I was going to take the bike out for Randonautica today. But I was like, I don't feel like getting out because it still needs work. Like I still got to work on the bike because it's been sitting all winter. It needs its brake line, its front brake line aired out or bled, oil changed, probably the battery replaced or charged. More than likely replaced because it's old. Air in the tires is like, I don't feel like dealing with all that today. And I got a late start, so let me check. I think we're at the point. Yeah, we are. All right, let's see if we see anything here. Any more beer cans stuck in the bushes? I don't think so. Well, there's something bright and shiny over there. Can't tell what it is. Looks like a piece of trash. But leave no stone unturned, right? Sorry guys, I'm distracted by the trees. See, I'm looking for signs of spring. Yeah, this looks like, what is that? I don't know, it looks like a card of some sort. Oh, my back! Snowflake on it. And, looks like a price tag that's been crossed off. And a string. This is supposed to be like a, maybe it was on this tree. It's supposed to be like a, some sort of ornament, I guess. I imagine so with this gold string. I like this print. It looks like a, what's that rock called? The rock that looks like this, where they cut it open. It's like all the layers of, or all the waves. I forget the name of it. It's usually purple, but that's what it reminds me of. Okay. Cool, I guess. Let's see if we see anything else. Yeah, I don't see anything. What was the intent again? I forgot the intent. What did we set it to? Of course. Of course, it closed out. Oh, down the rabbit hole, that's it. Yeah, down the rabbit hole, so. Yeah, I don't know. Let's take a little bit more of a look around here, but... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, nothing's really standing out. So definitely nothing that relates to down the rabbit hole. Ground's drying up though. I noticed that. That's nice. Went out camping the other day and it was bad, dude. It was nasty muddy ground everywhere. So it's nice to feel that the ground is drying up. Well, I think it's supposed to rain here in the next few days, which is fine. You know, rain will get rid of the snow that's hanging on, and also wash the salt off the roads, any residual salt. But yeah, I'll just re-mudify the ground. Whatever, it's all good. All right, yeah, I don't see anything that would even somewhat correlate to down the rabbit hole. I'm going to throw away this odd ornament. I don't know if somebody... It must have been placed out here recently, because it looks pretty crisp, you know? It's made out of paper. Cardstock. So I imagine if any sort of moisture would have gotten onto it, it would have, you know, been a little malformed. Yeah, there's nothing on it. Yeah, there's literally nothing on it. It's just this. So, yeah. I don't know. It also might have blown out of somebody's trash and somehow ended up over here. I'll throw it away, though. I'll just leave it. So if it does rain, it'll fall apart and, you know, just get stuck in the grass. And, well, fortunately, I think intent number 2 is kind of a bust. Looking to hear how this card correlates to some tarot cards, though. As I've stated, we have a couple members, or viewers, subscribers and members, I should say. Particularly one, Karl. Big shout out to Karl, who has somehow figured all this stuff has tarot connections. I never would have made that connection in 100,000 years. Then again, I know nothing about it. But he seems to find some link between each thing. And it's pretty interesting, to be honest. I still don't fully understand it, because there's a lot of moving parts. But if it brings us closer to figuring out this weird stalker cult is trying to say, I'm all for it. Alright, I figure it's nice enough out right now. I'm just setting a tent outside instead of sitting in the dusty, crusty car. Hold on, gotta reply to a message really quick. Okay, alright, let's get this thing open. Man, let's see. Last intent. This is gonna be our last intent. Okay, so we did Down the Rabbit Hole. We did Chess Pieces to Win. The last one we're going to do is from Lisa with Lost Treasure Left from the Snow. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's end it on that. Usually I like to end on a creepy one, but you know what? Today I'm not feeling it. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do Lost Treasure, or wait. Lost Treasure Left from the Snow. All right, I'm opening them up. I am opening up my radius to the max. Lost treasure left from the snow. 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 All right. All right. Yo. Okay. Huh. That's odd. That is odd. We're going literally back the same way we just got that last intent from. Our point is like almost at the exact same spot. It's down looks like a different trail, but like the same area out here that we just got that last point at. Odd. All right, let's go find that out. That's rare, dude. I rarely ever get 2 points like dropped like back to back. I don't know. I guess today's the day though. Let's go check it out. Okay, let's check it out. So the last one we went down that way to the end, took a left. Now this time we just got to take a left and walk back here a little ways, and that'll bring us to the point. So, but yeah, that's that like tree right there, I think. Right there is where, no, right there, it doesn't matter. That tree over there is where we just found that trash. I can't name a better name for it than trash. But yeah, now let's head back here and see what there is. Just got some good news. Long story short, or short story short, I guess. I usually have my Olight, my little Olight Arcfeld. Really nice little pocket light. Was gifted to it by a viewer a couple of years ago now. I think I use it literally every single day. And today, or not today, it was a couple days ago. I walk into the room and I smell something burning, and I realize the light was on in my pocket of my jeans lying on the floor. I think I took my jeans off, threw them on the floor, and it bumped the light on, and it burned a hole in my pocket of my jeans. But not only that, it burned the material, of course, to the glass of the light. And not only that, it burned the glass itself. So the light still works, but it doesn't work well. And yeah, I was telling a few friends of mine about it, and one of them just messaged me back like just a little bit ago, and they're like, hey, you know that light you got, Olight will warranty that. I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, they'll just send you a new one. I'm like, oh, no way. They're like, yeah, just email them. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because I was about to write it off and just be like, yeah, such is life. But I'm glad to hear that, because now I've been carrying my my new light, my Nightcore EDC 37, which I cannot recommend this light highly enough. This light is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I literally cannot sing high enough praise about Nightcore. But it is a little bit more bulky than my thin Arcfeld, so Olight. So I did like carrying that one than like carrying this one for camping, because it's got a far superior battery life and it's far brighter. But this is cool. There's a random bridge out here. Yeah, this is really nice. I like to come out here during the summer when, like, after a rain, where the river's going. Look at there's bugs out. No way. I'm so amazed by the bugs, but I told you guys why. It's because, like, you know, you see insects out, you know, they're obviously living somehow, so it's going to be warmer days. All right, let me check the point. Sorry, I've just been walking and talking. I need to check the point. Yeah, point's right over here. Right over by this tree, actually. I hear something up there. It sounds like I don't know if it's a woodpecker or a squirrel or something, but I hear something thumping around up in the trees. Yeah, I think it's a squirrel. I hear it up there. One thing I'm looking forward to is, like, seeing all the bats again. I love seeing the bats, like, fly around at night, like fly right above you and grab, like, the mosquitoes and stuff out of the air. That's like one of my favorite things about summer or like just warm weather. It's just like going out at night, like walking the trails, just seeing all the bats come to life. I don't know, it's always been interesting. Like, one of the things I really want to do, need to look into where to do it at, is to see, like, the bats all exit the cave. Because I know there's some of those areas, like, where there's, like, a large colony of bats. And you can go and sit, and you can watch them all exit the cave at the same time. I want to do that. That would be really fun. I'm going to do that soon. Maybe this summer. Oh, look. It's our friends. The geese. They're actually being quiet. I just heard a noise above me. Yeah, it's just them flying. It's like the only time they're not carrying on, screeching and hollering. All right, anyways, so let's get to it. Point is over this way somewhere. Oh, there's something on it. Wait, what is that? It's like an apple or a cherry. Can't be real, right? It's way too early for that. For a bright red fruit and green leaves. Ow, my back. Yeah, it's fake. It's 100% fake. Yeah, I was gonna say it's you know, there may be some buds on the trees, but there's absolutely no way that there is, like, fruit already coming to life out here in bright green leaves. Absolutely not. Huh. Oh, what do we got? I got something on it. Never falls far. The apple, well, I'm assuming it's supposed to be an apple. Apple never falls. The apple never fall from the tree. I know that's what they're referencing, but why did I get this? Excuse me. Never falls far. They put it by this big tree. Apple never fars. Dude, that's like a tongue twister. I don't know why I can't say that. The apple never falls far from the tree. There we go. The apple never falls far from the tree. That's weird. Okay, what could that mean? Obviously, like, you know, at first glance, sure, okay, you know, we find some weird little, you know, thing or whatever. But there's a note written on it, so obviously, you know, it's meant for me to find. I don't know. What could the apple mean? It's very odd. The apple never falls far from the tree. So, I mean, historically, that's used to say, like, you know, you were like your parents, you know, the apple never falls far from the tree. You know, you turn out like, you know, the people that you're closest to. But in my case, what does that mean? Obviously, it's more to do with Randonautica than anything, like that's what it has to do with, is Randonautica. Like, it has to do with this series of events, series of things that I'm finding. Well, what could it mean? I don't know. That one is very confusing to me. Apple never falls far. Huh. Well, I'll have to think about that. All right. That's my last intent for the day. I'm going to go back to the car, do a quick outro, and then get into the Q&A for those of you who are interested. Okay, guys. Yeah, we are... I don't like the sun, actually. I don't like the sun shining directly into the camera's sensor. There we go. That's better. Yeah. A little won't hurt it, but I didn't want... trying to position myself to block the sun, because I don't want the sun, like you see, like how it's like... Yeah, that looks like a good position. Because, yeah, I don't want the sunshine to be shining directly into the camera sensor and burning something out. That would be no good at all. So... anyways, yeah, this is very odd. Never falls far. Let me know in the comments what you make of that, what you guys think of that, because I don't know, it makes no sense to me. Like, I can't even think of anything it would correlate to. Like, yeah, I literally can't. I cannot think of a single thing like that would, match up to that's been going on with Randonautica. So, your guess is literally as good as mine right now. So, if you guys have any idea, let me know. Like I said, we'll see if Karl's right about everything being tarot related. From what he says, it makes sense. It does make sense. I don't know, but here's the thing: is I got a pretty like blunt statement from the stalker saying, like, this is not tarot related. Like, you're wrong. So, I don't know. Like I said, from what I've seen, it makes sense. But also the stalker, like, straight up saying, like, no, you're wrong. It has nothing to do with that. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. And, yeah. Well, that's the end of the Randonautica part. I'm going to be doing a Q&A here for a little bit and see how much we have. So if you don't want to stick around, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. And I'll see you very soon on the next Randonautica, which will be coming probably Tuesday. I think. Probably Tuesday Randonautica. But, alright, let's get into the Q&A. Alright. Let me log into the studio app. That way I can see a lot more of the comments than I can just looking up the video. Alrighty. Let's see. We'll just start from the top. First one's from Emma. Hi, Dan. Another great video, and the winter is over. Rando, awesome. My intent is finding future cookies. Might have to remember that for the next one. Emma asks, where Max been? Where Max been? Max is working. He's not going. He will never be on another Randonautica. So just letting you know, anybody who's waiting for Max to come back, I can say that with full confidence. Max will never be on another Randonautica. Never. Will he be on the Cursed Urban channel in some form? Yes, 100%. But he will never be on another Randonautica. Unless you wanted to offer him like $2,000. But, yeah, anything less than that, he will not do it. Shanta says, oh, okay, I did your intent a little bit ago. So glad to see you doing Randonautica. Never apologize for you doing you. We who follow you respect what you do for us. Thank you for taking me on adventures. Definitely not something I can do. Stay safe and well. Thank you very much for that nice comment, Shanta. Sorry. Hopefully one of those is correct. But no, thank you for that nice comment. That's very, very thoughtful. I appreciate you. Steph says, watching this now. What's up, Steph? How you doing? Oh, yeah, we got 59th Survivor of VHS. What's good, man? Winter time is not a good time for rando. No worries, broski. Glad you are getting it back. Yes, many fell ill to this year's nasty flu bug. It takes a while to recover from it, too. I'm getting there. Springtime will be better for all of us. Have a great Friday the 13th from the Crazy 88s. Is that a Kill Bill reference? Also have my Bloody Valentine set up to watch tomorrow. Nice. Fun horror film month for me. Hell yeah, dude. Keep on hunting. Retro Tech. I should have done that one. Oh, man, I'm doing that one next time. I got to remember that. Retro Tech for an intent. Oh, wait, Retro Tech. Oh, intent lost like the ABC TV show. Oh, I'm doing Retro Tech for an intent. That is, I don't know if you meant that VHS as an intent, but that's how I took it. And I got to remember that one. Retro Tech. That would be a great one. For those of you who know, I am all about the Retro Tech. I have been amassing a VHS collection recently, and VHS related things. Like I just got my hands on little 9-inch Funai, I think. TVR VCR combo. I love it. I use it like every other night and watch movies on it. It's great. I got like a bunch of VCRs. I got a dual deck VCR. I'm going to pick another dual deck VCR up later this week. Yeah, so I'm all about it. So guys, if you have retro tech that you want to get rid of, especially horror VHS tapes, let me know, because I will buy them off you. So, all right. Next one, Natasha says, false teachers. Sounds like they are warning you off the tarot angle. Maybe. That's a good possibility. Natasha, I didn't really think about it that way. Because the last Randonautica I did, I got a note. And this was just a couple days ago. A note saying, like, beware of the false teachers. And at the time I was like, what does this even mean? But, yeah, it could be. It could be. Maybe the tarot angle is wrong. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Obviously, it'll unfold over time, but amazing video, Dan says. Brenda, thank you, Brenda. You were awesome. Michelle Barber, who is a member. Intent, looking from within the darkness. Oh, I'll have to remember that one, Michelle. That's a good one. Looking from within the darkness. I really like that. And shout out to you for the support, Michelle. Appreciate you. Social media critique, Canadian geese. I'm guessing that's an intent. Canadian geese. It's like, that's the last thing I want to find. I'd rather find a stadium full of stalkers versus like a dozen Canadian geese. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Rach Wake says, I think that the note was slingshot to you. Oh, okay. Because here's the thing. Like, if you watch the last Randonautica, I find a note in a container. And the thing, it was really weird because it just, like, came out of nowhere. Like, if you watch the video, you'll see it, like, fly from one side of the screen and, like, land in front of me. And I didn't know if somebody, like, threw it, or I'm just shutting my lights off, or making my lights shut off. Just kidding. They're not shutting off. I didn't know if somebody threw it, or if it fell off a nearby ledge, or what. So that's what Rach is referring to. I think that note was slingshot to you, and I think it means do not take for granted what people think it means. Go with your own gut and thoughts to what it means. I love you doing this rando, and I love your camping trips. Keep doing what you do. You are one amazing person. You give off a caring and good person vibe. Next intent if the shoe fits. Question for you. What's your favorite food? And if you want a possum, best to go see a farmer. They get possums in their augers all the time. Take care and see you next time, Dan. So, okay. And I did read your corrections to that, Rach. I saw your additional comment under there. So my favorite food, that is a hard question. Well, my number one answer that I think of right away when I'm asked what my favorite food is very, very uninteresting and cliche, and that's pizza. It's specifically New York style pizza. Which is odd, growing up in the vicinity of Chicago. I should be a fan of Chicago style, but I'm not. I like it, don't get me wrong. I like thin crust. It's good. And it's thin crust. It's not tavern crust. I'm so sick of hearing tavern crust. It's thin crust. Or tavern style, or whatever they call it. No, New York style pizza is literally my favorite food ever. Second thing to that would have to be, what do I like a lot? Probably shawarma, or however you say that, shawarma. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, correctly, I guess. I think it's shawarma, but it's a Middle Eastern food. It's kind of like a. There's different ways it's prepared. The kind I like is like a burrito almost. It's very heavily marinated, seasoned chicken or beef, and it's put in a burrito with a pita with like vegetables, some yogurt-based sauce. Incredible. Love it. If you haven't had it, try it. That's one of my favorite food. Or kebab. Kebab is a little bit similar, kind of similar, but not really. Or else, I would say tonkatsu, Japanese tonkatsu. That's definitely up there on the list. Yeah, those are probably my favorite foods. Number one is definitely New York style pizza, though. Everything else falls under that. For sure. So, man, it's sun's setting fast. I have to keep bumping up the ISO. All right. So thank you for the question. It made me think. My favorite dessert, though, in case anybody wants to know what my favorite dessert is probably cheesecake or Rice Krispie treats. I love Rice Krispie treats. All right. Shanta Brockway says, in Texas, we have an armadillo. Bee Cave Bob. Oh, instead of the woodchuck. Because we have like the woodchuck here. Like if the woodchuck sees its shadow, then, it's X amount of time, left in the winter or whatever. But apparently in Texas, they have an armadillo named BK Bob. He didn't see a shadow, which means early spring. That's awesome. BK Bob. Oh man, a spring armadillo is so much cooler than a woodchuck. No, they're the same level of coolness. Yeah, and that's all the comments we got so far. Wow. Which is all right. I mean, let me go back one more video. Just skip through a couple comments on here. Sort by Lost Owls. Absolutely love these videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. And then one person, Lavender, telling me they're pronounced tarot cards instead of tarot, like I was pronouncing. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think I went through those. All right, cool. So that's does it for today. Yeah, thanks for leaving the comments, guys. I love doing the Q&A type thing. It really is a lot of fun. I do really enjoy doing the Q&A. So if you guys have any other questions, leave them down below. I usually do a Q&A like every other video. So the next one I probably won't do one, but the one after that I'll do it for, this video and the next one. So leave any questions or comments down in the comment section that you want me to address on the next Q&A. And also, if you have any intents that you would like to see me do, leave them down there as well. Make sure to vote on other people's intents. And you can even vote on your own if you want, but only leave one intent per comment, please. If you leave a list of intents under your comment, like 1, 2, 3, 4, I just ignore it. So one intent per comment, or else it gets too confusing. But yeah, awesome. Well, guys, as you can see, the sun is rapidly going down now. I can barely see it over the horizon. I have about, from where I'm at, like an hour 15 minute drive home. So I'm going to drive home, edit this, and get it up for you guys, probably late. But I will have this up for you guys tonight to watch. So, yeah, I promised you a new Randonautica on Sunday, and I'm going to deliver, late or not. But, all right, guys, thank you for all you do. I want to give a colossal shout out to our patrons and YouTube channel members. Guys, thank you for being here and making tonight's video possible. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's watching, especially now. Yeah, like I said, leave intense questions and comments down there, and I will get to them. And follow me on the social media. Add me on Snapchat, Cursed Urban. Add me on Instagram at cursed.urban. And make sure to go down there and join the Discord. We'd love to have you. Have a good night or day, wherever you're at. See you soon on the next video. Peace out, guys.